Alright, let's get going. Just have to sit through the traditional loading screen. Let's see, what was I even doing last time? Oh yeah, we were gonna go do missions while we wait for stuff to finish. And I think last time I even selected the mission that I was going to do first, so that I wouldn't forget. Past me knew future me quite well. In any case, I don't remember what quest that was going to be. But I guess we'll know in a minute. Oh. Huh. Alright, almost there. Another thing I should probably do is... Okay, let's go talk to... Also...
Autopilot engaged.
I think we're doing the... continuation of the Activa mission. I think that's what it is. Okay, this is working on energy cells and more computronic substrate. I do believe I have a ship assigned to this already. Maybe? Baldric, are you okay? Okay, everything's available for sale. He is assigned to trade for the build storage, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Well, we'll worry about him later. The Okinawa is similarly seemingly incapable. I thought I just did a bunch of changes to make him realize that he could actually go buy stuff now. I'm gonna give it a little bit of money and see if that wakes him up. Wait. Yeah, it is already set to only buy from us. Okay. Only buy from us. We have added money. I thought. Well, now we definitely added money. Wake up, piece of crap. Hello, Dread. No, you're not late. We started quite literally 4.5 minutes ago. I am late to the stream, so that's who's late. Because I am an expert programmer who writes good code. And I certainly never spend way longer than I planned making sure the server is running.
Entering system. Patikva's choice.
Okay, why are you guys being stupid?
Entering system. Silent witness.
Move all orders and assignments. Trade for commanders, build storage as Group Alpha. Wake up. Trying to learn it for keyboard mouse instead of controller. Well, that'll definitely improve a lot. I used to play...
You're not much of a pilot, are you?
Okay, I don't know who's complaining about... Anyway. I used to play with a much higher mouse sensitivity than I do nowadays.
Entering system. 18
I played a little bit of
billion.
Apex once upon a time, but not enough to really matter. But I used to play just general FPS games. Okay. Why is it not? What are you doing? He only wants Computronic substrate for some bizarre reason.
Entering system.
Well, I guess we need to wait for
Grand
Computronic
exchange.
substrate to build up before they're willing to... It's like, what? Anyway. I used to play just general games with much higher sensitivity than I do now. And so I had to really change the way I played when I eventually decided that was stupid and I should turn my sensitivity down. But I'm not sure if that's the only thing, but I'm definitely way better at shooters now than I used to be. Not that I'm any good at them still, but I'm better than I was at least.
Entering Grand Exchange 1.
Autopilot. If you go back through this gate, the autopilot is definitely feeling special today.
Autopilot.
Okay, look.
Disengaged.
Whoa, are we stuck inside the... Okay, we're not stuck inside anything. Thankfully. Okay, let's get well clear of here. Yeah, we were going to be stuck there for quite some time. Alright. There's no real reason to be using the autopilot anymore anyway. Except I kind of wanted to see what it was going to do. What it was going to do is remain stuck forever. Anyway, back to what I have been trying to say and continuously interrupting myself on. Moving from controller to mouse and keyboard is definitely a step up. Once you get used to it, you'll be way better.
Docking granted.
Because, yeah, controller just... Oh... It's so sad to watch somebody streaming with a controller.
Successfully docked.
I occasionally watch
It's an honor to have you aboard.
Miniature Nerd. He plays stuff on YouTube, mostly Bethesda games. At least that's the only ones I'm interested in him playing. He plays some other stuff too, but most of it is... I'm not interested in it. But anyway, he uses a controller. And it's very obvious he uses a controller because, for example, when playing Fallout 4 or any of the Fallouts for that matter, he uses VATS a lot in instances where it's like, just shoot the damn thing. Because he can't aim for shit because he's using a controller.
Quickly, come in. I cannot be sure, but it seems
Sorry
like
to
we have
everybody
an
who likes
intruder.
controllers,
Perhaps
but you're
some
wrong.
dormant entity has awoken inside this facility. Or maybe beings from the parallel realm have found a way through.
Sorry to disappoint. It's just little old me. Don't look so shocked. I should be the one who's surprised to see you running this place, of all people.
Intruder, would you be so kind as to take 2 steps back so that I can enact the purge protocols?
And you, dear Boron. A group of Split approached me to track you down. Luckily for you, I find such tasks rather troublesome. After the scale
Okay,
situation
well,
worsened, my ship was targeted.
use a controller and can
Much of
shoot
a
well with
chance
them,
that
almost as good as
handful
with a
of us
mouse.
managed to escape
You say
the
that,
pods.
but
Once I was sure the survivors were safe, I started to piece together what happened.
that's because games with a controller, they almost always give you aim assist. Well, matter of fact, they always give you aim assist. I don't know of a
Green
single
turned
one that
herself
doesn't.
into the Argonne police. She's working with
Whereas
them
with a
to help
mouse, you don't
disrupt
get that.
scale-plate activities in Argonne space.
You may
It
think you're as
appears
good
that
with a
she didn't follow
controller,
my
but that's because the game is
instructions
cheating
closely
on your
A
behalf.
plan which hinges on the conduct of criminal madmen is not much of a plan at
Games
all.
which cheat
If you
less on your
observe something
behalf,
long
it's
enough,
more
you can
obvious,
account for
but
anything, even madmen. I started to hear rumors of a
Anyway.
mysterious station appearing out of nowhere. Given that I just
well,
lost my
actually, I
pride
shouldn't
and
say
joy, I
that
was looking for a
all
new
of them have
start.
auto aim. I don't know,
So, I
for
broke in.
example,
I was expecting
about
to sweet talk some
Skyrim
top
or
secret
Fallout
government
4,
folks,
those.
but everything led to the boron.
I don't know if Skyrim provides auto aim with a bow or not when you're using a
I'm the
controller.
best damn interloper
I
this
used a
side of the
controller with Skyrim
multiverse.
before, but I never
With
really
my
sat down and
analytic
tried to figure out if it does or
abilities,
not.
resources, and the boron's prickly
I just
little
try
ear,
not to use a
we
bow
can do
much when I
anything.
use a controller.
What do you say? You won't
Sure,
regret
why
it.
not? I don't even
I'll
know what I
start measuring
disagreed
this
to.
room up so I can get my equipment in.
You will do no such thing. This is my laboratory.
You'll hardly
Grand
know I'm
Exchange
here.
1, that's annoying.
Confirmed.
Okay, let's see. Did that unlock any new missions? Wait, this is current missions. There's nothing new listed here. There's cease and desist still.
How's it going?
Aha, here we go. The split connection.
I've looked into and analyzed the socio-political forces at play in the split territories. How's it
All
going?
right.
So, here's what I've learned from the Alliance of the Word about the reconnected systems. The outcasts and criminals seek safe haven with the free families, while the proud families organize under the High Patriarch Zyarth. The patriarchal court is quite aloof and too isolated to interfere. A lot of well-connected parties try to influence politics there, and as political outsiders, we won't stand a
Yep.
chance. The free families, however, are a messy bunch. Political structures here are quite obscure, but they also are not as established. Nevertheless, they are a formidable force and can turn
Yeah.
the tide
Anyway.
for the split. This is why we need to establish better connections there, to learn how to use the political situation for our benefit.
You can get good at any kind of control scheme, but some are just superior at the end of the day.
With the reconnection of the gates, there are still some split who are concluding their business here in order to return to their families.
Which is one thing I
and
always think is
culture. In
funny
order to learn more
about a certain
them, you should
kind of
offer a
console
ship as a
user.
means of transport.
The kind who's the console version of the PC Master Race type.
Of course not. I have found one split in particular who, I suspect, is well connected with either the free families or the patriarchy occupation there. He aroused some suspicion. Apparently, he makes the trip regularly under different names, so he could be some sort of smuggler who potentially has ties to the other side. You should help him out in order to learn more about him. Maybe befriend him in order to make him share his connections.
I guess.
Careful not to accidentally join his unlawful smuggling operation while transporting him.
That's all I have for you at the moment.
Okay.
He requests to be transported in an S-size ship. I'll
Okay.
update you on his position as soon as I know more.
Well, I guess we're going to temporarily pause this mission because I don't have an S-size ship that I'm willing to take on a mission by myself. I have an S-size ship that's I'm reasonably happy with how fast and tanky it is, but I'm not happy with its weapon output. So I want to try a few other ships before I get that far. You both, we like controller a little more because I played Xbox and GameCube for many years before I had a PC. Yeah, I always had PC, but I've had controller at the same time, you know, for the PC. There are some kinds of game where controller is definitely better. Unfortunately, at least half of that kind of game is bad console ports from a certain era.
Katana.
Got a lock on his current location. Transmitting data now.
Okay, we are, oops, wrong button. We are going to pause this mission. Alright. The pinwheel Xenon Doom is under attack. Damn it. Okay, it's not actually under attack by anything large enough to matter. Good. Why are these things refusing to trade with this station? Okay, look. Computronic substrate. Okay, there are none available for trade, that's why. Except there are. Oh, did I not fix that when I fixed everything else? No, it's fixed. Silicon carbide's available for trade, and it's the same exact settings. Buy up to 1. Use station setting. Okay. Buy up to 1. Use station setting, only buy from us.
Hello there.
Oh, that got ticked by accident, must be. Okay. Things suddenly make sense again. Yeah. Anyway. There are certain games that aren't bad console ports where a controller is a better option.
It's Dal. How's it going? Someone just contacted me. Said she was a mutual friend. Have you been freelancing for the Terran High Command without keeping me in the loop?
I am not doing covert operation.
Doesn't really matter now. I suppose we all have our secrets. The contact said she wanted to meet to get the ball rolling on a covert operation, but she refused to discuss the details.
I'm not doing covert operation
you
now.
Interested? That's all right. If you feel like picking this up later, you can approach Delilah at the Special Operations Command Center directly.
I may do it later, but probably not, because covert operation was a pain in the ass and didn't really get you anything useful. Okay, let's see. The Baldric has been freed up and is moving to purchase things, and so has the Okinawa. Alright, good deal. So it was just a little mess up in the settings. So that's moving. What is the Okinawa going to go do? It's going to buy a full load of Computronic substrate. That's what it's doing. I definitely need to get that extra Computronic substrate capacity going. Biggest thing with keyboard is more buttons to remember, some more to remember. Yeah, but 99% of the time it's the same buttons for every game. The keyboard, half of keyboard and mouse is the take it or leave it part of it, to be honest. But the mouse part is the important one. It's just so much more precise than a thumbstick. Trying to play, say, a twin stick shooter or something with a keyboard and mouse is just painful. That's a good example of a game that works better on a controller. Certain kinds of platformers just work better on controllers. Driving games, if you're not using a proper wheel or something. All kinds of things like that. Oh, what's next? We should go ahead and do some of these promotion ones. Okay, Paranid is first. Op is down here. Right? Yeah. So we'll go talk to these guys first. I guess it doesn't matter either way, because we're coming out this way. Anyway, let's get the promotion missions out of the way. Get out of my seat. We have unlocked the split campaign. Or the split set of missions, whatever you want to call it. So, that's a solid step in the right direction.
Engaged.
We're going to need a small ship for this. That's going to increase the urgency of trying to get one that actually can hold its own in combat. Whether that... Okay, the autopilot seems to have figured it out. Anyway, whether that means I want to upgrade a different one for speed, or whether I want to take my current one and try to upgrade it for damage, I don't know. Speaking of which, how is teleport coming along? It's not coming along. That's how it's coming along. Okay. I thought I purchased superfluid and had it ordered in here. Maybe I did.
Entering system. Nobilia's fortune.
Okay, first steps is not what I'm interested in at the moment, or the pinwheel. The headquarters. Okay, what are you hauling? Okay, he is indeed hauling some of the stuff that's needed. Alright.
Entering system.
So that's just
Highest
another
list.
thing that needs to be waited on. No thank you. Not interested in doing things for the Secret Service right now. Okay. So anyway, after we finish these two, we should probably do this pilot mission. They want 3 one-star
Entering
pilots.
system. Unholy retribution.
What is my crew like? Okay, do you have any piloting skill at all?
Entering
Actually,
system.
this guy does have some
Grenade
piloting
sanctum.
skill. He's a 2-star pilot. In fact, they're pretty much all 2-star pilots. What? I didn't think that service crew gained piloting skill, but apparently they gained some. Because they have 2-star managing piloting skill. Okay.
Remember, he's kind of fishy, so be on your toes.
I'll be quiet.
Also, we are trying to befriend him, so try not to make him feel uncomfortable.
Game. Is this the same station as the... Well, I don't care. We're not here to talk to the dudes. We're here to talk to somebody else.
Docking granted.
And dock. This is the right mission, isn't it? Promotion. Yes. Okay. Alright, let's go talk to the representative. And he'll blather on to us about things we don't care about. And then we'll be able to do other things. Actually, I don't think there's a single thing I want out of these people, so I don't know why I've even bothered to do the promotion mission. Except to get it out of my list.
Friend. We've been observing you and your activities with some interest. Some have called for you to be recognized. I'm not displeased to present you with a new rank within the great
Right, so after this we go do the other parented one.
As with all honors bestowed by the parented,
And then...
this comes with worthy benefits. Should you betray us,
I guess maybe we'll start thinking about equipping a second fighter?
As we have judged you worthy, we do
Probably
not foresee this as a
Gladius?
likely possibility. You will
Gladius?
henceforth
The
go
one with the
and
folding
enjoy the
wings.
rewards we have gifted you. There are a number of
We'll equip one of those with
organizations
everything we
within
can
our
except the
empire who see our
weapon
decision as a
upgrades
reason to approach you.
and see how
Our
that flies with
blessing.
max
You are
upgrades.
expected to
If it's
continue
reasonable with max
honorable
upgrades, you might
behavior.
use that.
May the holy fires
Because I don't
burn
really
within
want to
you.
waste
Safe
weapon
journey.
upgrades on a fighter. Because I have too many other things that need the weapon upgrades. But a Gladius should have double the firepower of my current fighter. So that probably be reasonable. Anyway, let's go ahead and set the next mission right now while we're at it. Promotion. Back to the wheelbarrow. You know, the smart thing to do would have been to order the wheelbarrow to start flying to the next destination, and then just teleporting aboard it. Matter of fact, the smart thing to do would be hit the key combo to teleport straight back to the wheelbarrow while we're still running around the station. But nah, we're not in that much of a hurry. Okay. Out of my seat, please.
Hello.
And let's go to our destination. Boom.
Autopilot.
Just
Engage.
engage the autopilot and go there the fast way. Or the lazy way, I should say. The autopilot's almost always slower than flying by hand, I guess. Pyramid stuff just looked ugly. Ugh.
Entering system. Unholy retribution.
Some of their ships look cool. But like their stations, I don't know. They just don't appeal.
Entering system. Ice mists.
The Argon stations are functional looking. The split stations are kind of cool looking in some ways. Pyramid ones are just blobby and gross. I haven't really looked closely at Talati stations, to be honest.
Hey there, partner.
Would you please shut up?
Your recent exploits might have opened up a new opportunity for us. You know, I've always been interested in the seemingly eternal civil war between the God Realm and the Holy Order.
Well, I'm not.
It appears that both of the warring Pyramid factions trust you. Somewhat. If you want to help me dig deeper, come and find me at our headquarters.
Maybe later. Okay. Well, thankfully we didn't get too far off the path before I got that turned back on. Pinwheel's under attack again. Please let it be small stuff. If it was big stuff, I'm going to have to teleport back and deal with it. Okay, it's small stuff. Stop shooting the pinwheel, you bastards. How's it coming along? Competronic substrates are still en route. We're going to need silicon carbide next. Currently there are no guns available.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Or at least no significant amount of guns. This piece here looks kind of like a portal turret that was discolored. I'm guessing that's their storages. Okay, let's go dock. There should be a dock around here somewhere. I think I just bounced off, as a matter of fact. Yep.
Docking granted.
Okay, we go talk to the dude about the thing. And the next mission, or the next thing we need to go do... I think I have a Gladius already. Velvet Thunder, I think, is still around somewhere. So I might have to take that out and fix it up some. We'll see.
It's good to see you, friend. We have watched as you have performed a great number
I almost
of
opened the map
exploits
before I
within our
remembered
space.
that
Our order finds you,
you can't do
worthy
that
of some recognition.
without
In the name of
making
the
him
Holy
shut
Order
up
of the Pontifex,
and
I
just
lift
start
you
over.
to a new standing amongst us. You will find that your position will include a number of benefits. In the event that you turn against us, we will wrench this title from you and serve judgment.
Ooh,
However,
scary.
with your noble character, we do not expect such a thing. Go and make these rewards your own. We pray they help you continue on the path to enlightenment. You may also find that certain sanctioned groups with our order will have gained interest in you. You will do well to not reject them. I again recognize your holy will. May the true Pontifex...
I'm pretty sure I'm not interested in anything the Pyramid had to offer me in this run.
Safe journey.
Well, okay, I'm interested, but I'm not getting anything they have to offer me. Okay, back to the wheelbarrow. That's weird. The door didn't close. I'm not sure how it decides when it's going to teleport you and when it isn't. Because sometimes it just up and decides it's not actually going to teleport you.
Hello there.
I'm not sure if it's because you're too close to the door or too far away from the little console thing you need to use, or what exactly the limits are to it.
Defense platform.
A Xenon defense platform here. Well, it's not my problem. Alright, kill the drives. Let's go do this pilot wanted mission. And then we will pick up... Let's double check to see if the Velvet Thunder is still a thing. If it is, it's probably... Okay, we have the litigious rodent here. Did it blow up at some point? I'm pretty sure I've never used the Velvet Thunder in combat. And I'm 90% sure I recovered it at some point. I wonder if I lost it using it to place satellites. That's entirely possible. Well, I guess we'll have to buy a new one then. A new Gladius. Probably buy the blueprint for them though. And then build it at home. To that end... It's not really too far out of our way to just go do this mission and then come back.
Autopilot. Engage.
So we'll go to handle this mission for Activa, which we accepted a long time ago because I wanted to be able to sell illegal goods at their free trader station. Don't know if this mission will be enough to get us there. Probably not. But it's worth doing anyway. Okay, promotions, don't care.
Entering system.
Oh.
True sight.
We'll get rid of some of our service. We'll get rid of some of our service crew and replace them with proper split.
Entering system.
Because like a lot of our early
Second
ships, this one has a Terran crew. I'm sure they'll be happier at a proper human station anyway.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Welcome to Argon Prime. A place where they would quite happily shoot me. In any case, we are definitely not sticking around there.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
I think this system is still considered owned by... Yeah. It's still owned by the Activa. I'm not even trying to pronounce it correctly. I'll just mangle it worse.
Argon defense platform. Autopilot. Disengage.
Okay, where is the dock? On their side, I think? Yeah, it is. The blue glow gives it away. Just a small dock so we can slot straight in.
Docking granted.
And there we go.
Successfully docked.
Now,
Welcome.
how exactly are we supposed to mark the crew as pilots? Congratulations, you're a pilot now? I don't know. This is interesting and strange. Let me see if the mission... 3 pilots. Acquired skills. Do we... work somewhere else for me aboard this station or something? Aha, that's how it works. Okay. I need to remember, by the way, to get more crew for this thing later. And also, I need to refresh the crew aboard the, oh, whatever it's called. The Swan Song needs more crew. Because every time I need crew for something, I've been pulling them off the Swan Song.
Katana.
Out of my seat, please. Thank you. Okay. What did we make out of that? Let's fly a little bit here and go check our messages. Because I admit I wasn't paying attention when it triggered. I'm hoping we got rep. Well, we're at +6 now. I don't think we were at +6 before, but I don't know. We might not have gotten any rep for that. We made some money anyway. So that's nice. Okay, player information, logbook. Pilots wanted. Rep gained +2. Okay, so we were +4, so now that's +2. Okay, that's reasonable. For the amount of work we did, aka none. It's not a big deal. Actually, I wonder if I could have done that from a distance. Just assigned 3 random pilots there. Well, let's keep that in mind for next time, I guess.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay, let's go talk to the PIO rep. They have the Gladius blueprint for sale. It's a shorter trip than going to the Terran rep by at least 1 jump, I think. Yeah, because up to here is the same path. And it's 1 and 2. Okay, it's shorter by 2 jumps, looks like. Okay. I probably should leave a ship
Entering
at the PIO
system.
rep so I can
Argon
just teleport
Prime.
there next time. Also, I think these guys have the... I better check to make sure they actually have the Gladius blueprint before I get there. They do not.
Entering system.
And this
Second
thing
contact.
is not a heavy fighter. Okay, so we can't go here. We need to go there instead.
Autopilot engaged.
Alright. So we go talk to the Terran rep.
Entering system.
We get our stuff.
Avoid.
And then all is right in the world or something like that anyway. Is there any other blueprints we should get at the same time? We have 30 million. That might not be enough to buy much more. I mean, we can definitely get the Gladius blueprint. That's not that expensive. But it would be nice to get a large miner. Well, large blueprints are, I guess, we don't need yet. I don't really want small miners because they're too squishy and easy to kill. Maybe it'd be worth picking up the medium freighter blueprint, but we don't have the components for make medium ships either. So we'd have to buy them too, and that would probably blow our budget.
Entering system. Getsofune.
We definitely need to build our shipyard up larger so that it can actually produce reasonable amounts of small ships and build the stations we need to build at the same time. Because currently we're a bit strapped just trying to build the station pieces we need to build. Speaking of which, have you received a shipment? And if so, how are you doing? He has indeed received a shipment, and now silicon carbide's coming in. Okay. And also it started to rebuild
Entering system.
blown up
Sol.
bits. Okay. That's progress, I guess. How about first
Entering
steps?
Jupiter.
It is just short some computronic substrates, it looks like. Okay. These productions need to come online. We're doing reasonably okay for raw materials. We might need to get another gas miner or two going eventually. For now, it looks okay. Workforce is still a bit low, but that's to be expected. We're not actually doing workforce to get more production. We're doing workforce. We have crews for ships built here.
Entering Saturn 1.
Station account is reasonable. This is just for buying food, so I have to keep an eye on that. Because currently it's just going to be a downward stream on income. We're not really selling anything except energy cells, which would be nice if we sold enough energy cells to cover the costs of okay, that was a transfer.
Disengaged.
Yeah, nobody's actually bought any energy cells from us in a while. Anyway, it'd be nice if we could sell enough energy cells to pay for this thing to pay for itself, but I am not going to count on that. If we sell like just one fighter every now and again, it'll more than make the money it needs back, but are we at the place? Yes, we're at the place. Okay.
Orbital supply base.
Let's go dock. And then talk to the nice person about some blueprints. We don't need any station blueprints except ones that we definitely can't afford. So, yeah, it's just maybe we can get a medium freighter blueprint. Would be the most we could hope for. But the Gladius blueprint is the one we need. It would be nice to have a katana blueprint as well, but that is definitely going to blow the budget. Although most of the things we need to actually make the katana operable are things we'd also need the medium freighter. Okay, first things first. Small ships. Gladius. We already have all the gear for it already. I don't care about any of the rest of this stuff. Medium ship. The Baldric. Another 7 million. The equipment will be the expensive part though. We have medium turrets already. We would need medium Mark III shield generators, which we already own. Okay, that's a step in the right direction. Medium Mark III combat engines, be 9 million. That's getting close to 20 million already. And thrusters, I don't think we have any medium thrusters. That's only 4 million. I think actually we could afford to equip medium ships. Thrusters. Medium Mark III combat engines. It's tempting to buy medium travel engines as well, but no, let's not. Shield generators we already own because of stations. Turrets. We already own medium pulse turrets, that's good enough. Oh, we would need to order medium weapons as well. Okay. Mason streams, thankfully, are shit. Proton barrage. I think the proton barrage is what we would need. Okay, and then we need the Baldric, which you can't afford. Basically, we just blew our money on equipment for medium ships. The Baldric doesn't have weapons anyway, so let's not select this. Anyway, now we can build Baldrics if we need them.
Good luck out there.
And we are one set of weapons and a blueprint away from being able to build medium combat ships if we want to. Which eventually we'll probably want to. Yeah, I don't know. The last time I tried to run medium ships, it didn't end well, but
Katana.
I think I might have been using them wrong for one thing. In any case, we'll want the ability to build them even if we don't make many. Okay, so from here we want to go to not actually sure. Is there any business we have around the area? Okay, this definitely can't be done yet. This is important. What is this one? Oh, that's the Parenthood mission, which we're not doing. This is the PIO mission, which we may or may not do. Then Fate of the Aki we're not doing. Okay, so this is basically the only mission we have left that we're both capable of and interested in doing at the moment. Okay. These are all a bunch of demanding. Yeah, I think this... Where even is this ship? TEV 465. This one, Cardinal's Redress, okay. You're doing fine without it. Alright, so I guess the thing to do is to go home. Because we don't have anything else out here to do at the moment. So let's set guidance, engage the autopilot,
Engaged.
and let's look at, make sure we can actually equip a Baldric before we get too far. Okay, combat engines, thrusters, shields, pulse turrets, software, crew. Yep, we can build all the Baldrics we ever wanted. Currently we don't need any, so we're not going to buy any. The other thing we need to build, oops, we need to build a Gladius. Size small, Gladius heavy fighter. Start with the high preset. Okay, Mark II proton barrages. Oh, autosave. It's like, why can't I click on things? It's because of the autosave. It's always the autosave's fault. In some ways,
Entering Jupiter.
I kind of miss the more complicated slot types the X3 had. It was a bit of a pain in the butt because it affected a lot what kind of guns you could equip on a ship. So certain ships can only equip crap guns and things like that. But there's really only there's only a few kinds of slots left. Standard, missile, I forget what the other one is, and high energy. High energy is just Terran stuff. I don't remember what the fourth middle one is, the one that's grayed out currently. I think I've seen that one before. Okay, so we have no choices for any of this stuff, which is fine.
Entering asteroid belt.
That's not a good happy sound. A crew. One service crew is it. Okay. This is a lie.
Entering system.
There is indeed crew here.
Getsufune.
Okay, let's go ahead and give this a name. We're going to call it the Lame Tortoise. No, Lame Snail. That is how you spell snail, right? No, it isn't. There we go. It's like, that looked wrong. Okay. The Lame Snail has been ordered.
Entering system.
Now,
the void.
where are fun things happening? Because I heard the fun things alarm go off. There it is. Ooh, it's an eye. Okay. High priority. Cancel current task.
Disengaged.
You, buddy.
Hello.
Let's stop guidance. You are on orders to fly home at best speed you can manage. Meanwhile, I am teleporting to the Swan Song. Because we have an eye to kill.
Autopilot disengaged. Entering system.
Hopefully before it
Family
messes things
bin.
up too badly. Get away from my controls, thank you. We are currently facing entirely the wrong direction. And it's that gate, I'm pretty sure, is the one we need to go to.
Jump gate. Family Newt.
We'll go out this way a bit and then we'll turn in. Okay, hopefully that eye doesn't get rampaging too quickly. These should at least help to keep him pinned down, because he won't be able to enter travel drive quite as easily. And on another note, are there any Ks ready to follow the eye? Not yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if some showed up. Okay. Get you aimed on the gate. Really don't want to miss this gate because that'd be annoying. Okay, it looks like we're gonna hit it nice. Perfect. Okay, from here we have an immediate
Entering
turn.
system. Family Newt.
Yes, immediate turn. To that gate. Once again, overshoot it a little bit so we don't miss. Or at least don't miss too much. Well, any amount of miss is too much in this case. Looks like we're going to hit it just fine though, so not a problem. And then from here, we aim straight at the eye. We should have enough gun range so we can approach it from the rear, shoot its engines out, and then pick it off.
Entering system. Ziotis Dominion.
Okay, he's over here by this gate.
I.
We're definitely going to want to be careful, because an eye is definitely not a nice ship. They are a little bit ornery most of the time. And I would rather not have them blow me up. Blowing up is generally considered to be a bad thing, and I prefer to avoid it where possible. Now the question is, which way is he facing? He's facing away and down. Don't think you'd go after the eye with the current ship you have? We already used it to kill one. Think this is the rear of the eye? Or is this the rear of the eye? This must be the rear because of the way the icon's facing. Well, in any case, yeah, this is the rear. He is doing a number to my defenses I placed there. Yeah, this should be able to take on an eye just fine as long as we get it in the engines first. Thankfully, like the P, it has fairly exposed and fairly squishy engines. Oh, he jumped. Was. I'm tempted to go through after him, but that would be a very, very bad idea.
Jump gate. Matrix.
Matter of fact, I'm going to kill my
number
engines. I'm going to sit right
5,
here.
9, 8.
Because if he comes through that gate again, it's going to be a very interesting couple of minutes. Shit. That K just went through, didn't he? Yes, he did. No! Damn you. Okay, back the way we came. Quickly, quickly. We might lose the pinwheel. Damn it. How dare you. Okay,
Jump gate.
we don't
Family
have
new.
anything capable of taking a P's engine or a K's engines out in system, do we? I really need to get more capital ships, but I can't afford them, so rip me, I guess. Okinawa, you might want to run like your little life depended on it. What do I have in system in the way of combat ships? Just the shape of things to come, which is pretty crappy as far as engines, not engines, as far as guns go. We do have the lame snail as well, which has more guns. I guess we could take the lame snail over and try to clear the engines off of it. So slow though. This thing is faster than the lame snail is. Which sounds crazy when you say it,
Entering
but
system. Family Newt.
yes. Terran ships are that bad. Up, the pinwheel's under attack. We're gonna lose it, definitely. Because yeah. Well, there's a tiny chance we might pull it off. Okay, as soon as we come out of this, we need to turn left. This is why the ship was parked there in the first place, but
Something hit us.
the Okinawa's under attack.
Jump gate. Family Zin.
Run, you
Acknowledged.
fools, run. Okay. Now, remember correctly, the last time we had to do this, we actually just rammed the damn thing. I think I'm gonna do that again. Draw all its fire off us. Get away from our thing of protecting. Okay, there goes that gun. Now let's sink the rest of our shots into the bottom two. Okay, we're definitely shooting its guns with the secondaries as well. So all its guns are down already. Okay, we're gonna save the pinwheel. Just because we charged in. Alright. Please blow up now. We barely took any damage even. Well, most of those shots missed, but he's gonna blow up now in his zone. Okay. I don't think we lost anything. The Okinawa took a lot of damage. The pinwheel took a bunch of damage. Oh, here. Line up on this.
Explosion imminent.
Kaboom.
Danger.
Please don't damage the build storage or anything like that. I think it was far enough away. Yep, the pinwheel's in a bit of sad shape. Rippy dippy. Oh. Well, I guess that's what we get for going away. On the other hand, what do you think you're doing, you bastard? I wonder if he jumped out in response to us. Oh, there's another K. Do we go after it, or we do stay parked here?
Thank you.
Even if we took the wheelbarrow out after it, we would still have to bring this in to finish it, because the wheelbarrow doesn't have the capability of finishing a capital ship. Also, I just flew through the middle of those laser towers and messed everything all up. That was dumb. Anyway. Maybe they jumped to that system to draw you away. I don't think the AI is that smart, but that sure was the effect they got. Not that it gained them anything, really. I mean, they did some damage to the station they were attacking, but they didn't destroy anything. Apparently, they're damaging my defenses. His shields are almost down. I guess being right in the middle of the laser towers is a pretty significant problem for them. Well, the next task we need to do is get the lame snail worked on. I guess we're going to leave that K alone and see if the laser towers in large enough numbers can deal with him. Out of my seat, please.
Wharf.
Okay. And yes, this is the full speed of this thing. 179 meters a second. Yes, that is pitiful. Oh, hence why it's called the lame snail. Start guidance to the wharf. Oh, wait. No. We don't need to do that. We have our own wharf. I'm an idiot. I can upgrade my small and medium ships right here. I still have to take my large ones to the shipyard. Well, let's see how this thing performs. This is so sad. It rolls at a reasonable speed, but just... I think the only way you could really describe this thing when flying is stately. These are the kind of speeds I slow down to so that I can do fine maneuvering around things. These are not the kinds of speeds that I would set for combat. Guns are a bit slow firing as well. Okay, let's redock. Let's get this thing. Try to install improved engines at a minimum and lighter hull. See how that. I'm not going to bother upgrading the shields. At least not yet. If it turns out to have a reasonable speed once it's been lightened and had improved engines installed, then we'll think about improved shields.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Successfully docked.
Why you normally pair them with something
It's
like
an honor
Cobra or a
having you aboard.
Falx? Yeah. Yeah. Well. They might be reasonable to fly off a carrier or something. Anyway, let's go to the ship dealership. That was weird. It teleported fine that time. Okay, so we want size S, lame snail. I don't think we have the parts we need for this. No, we don't. And we don't have the engine mod part either, do we? Nope. Okay, so we need one of each. I think we have the components necessary. It looks like we might. Let's make 3 advanced nano weave and 3 advanced fuel injector. Yeah, we had enough parts for those. Okay. Then we make an exceptional fuel injector, which we do have the parts for that. Still. Barely. And an exceptional nanoweave. Alright, good deal. We're running low on unstable crystals and AGI neural networks, but... Alright. Chassis mod, exceptional quality, nanotube, install. 31% more mass, less mass. Okay, that gets us to 261 meters a second of speed, which is not great. Okay. Forward thrust gets us to 379, which is... Yeah. Not impressed. Oh well. Okay, it's family newt. Dirty scum invasion. What is it? The K? It's a K. Alright. Did these up here destroy the K that was attacking them, or did they just... Or is that the K that fled right there now? Okay, there's no K wreck there. So that's the K. He fled. I guess we should go deal with that. Let's take the lame snail out for a little spin. We'll see if we can clear the engines off a K with the lame snail. That's a task that even... I hate the way you have to board this thing too.
Gladius.
I do not like this fighter. But it has 4 guns. So... Cockpit's terrible. The shelf here is like right in the way, and these spikes are in the way. Poor visibility. Side to side visibility isn't great either from what I remember. I might stick the AI with these poor suckers. But man, yeah, side to side visibility is terrible too. These just make me sad. The other fighters, they were okay, actually, when they're fully upgraded. They, reasonable speed. Not like super fast or anything, but reasonable. It's just the firepower was so lacking. Pinwheel's under attack again. By what? It's like this is... it's so slow. It hurts. Oh, look. There's a CAX installation. We need to go deal with that. And quickly. Because I don't want random CAC attacking my stuff. I think I'm going to actually... Well, here. We're going to have a K coming through soon.
Jump gate. Family newt.
Let's go deal with him. If he can tie the K up... Speaking of which... If you can tie the K up, then I might just send the... Swan Song to go deal with that CAC station. Yeah, we'll see. I have to think about this. Well, if I can clean the stuff off the K, we just have order the Swan Song to destroy the K and then go deal with the station. Because I don't think my personal attention will be required for the station. The AI should be able to handle it. I definitely want to save first. But it should be okay. Anyway.
K.
He is engaging his travel drive. That is illegal. Did we hit it? Nope. That was stupid. Don't mind me. I'm just a dummy. Okay, let's wait for our shields to regen a little bit. And then clear off the rear turrets. And that'll give us some idea of what this thing's performance is going to be like. Come on. Oh, this is bad. Okay, well, actually that's not so bad. Not sure how much of that was me missing and how much of that was me being bad.
Danger.
Okay, we'll let these things cool fully.
Danger.
And then let's see. Okay, they're taking down the shields okay-ish.
Danger.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. Wow. I'm too used to the medium.
Danger.
I'm too used to the medium version of these, which are way better. Even so, they're still bad for medium guns. Terrans just don't really have great guns either, do they?
Danger.
Their turrets seem to be okay, but they're not amazing.
All damage.
Whoa,
Danger.
what did I get hit by? Did somebody yet shoot me with something? 'Cause I'm pretty sure. Oh. Okay, we got shields regenning anyway. Boom, goes the first engine. Keep shooting the second one because we don't want the shield to come back up. And continue to use the mass of the ship as cover.
Danger.
Danger. Danger. Danger. Thank you, game. We can definitely clear stuff off, but then we cleared okay using our starting ship too, so it's not really a mark in the it's not really a mark in this thing's favor. Okay, they clear stuff off so slowly that they were able to rebuild their rear shields, or rear guns, I mean. That's not impressive right there. Need to wait for the guns to cool. At least we're sort of tanky enough to deal with this. Get rid of that shield so it'll be a little easier next time. Okay, this is almost dead. Now, we need to clear off the side turrets as a high priority, because the next highest priority is the rear bottom turrets. Because if we take off the bottom turrets, that'll mean we can get to the engine shields, because they will be desperately repairing the engines the entire time, and I don't want to have to keep shooting through their shields every single time I want to deal with them. Anyway, bottom turrets are next to go. Yeah. Dealing with a capital ship as a fighter is annoying. Probably should just call the Swan Song and have them deal them down, because they've got the range advantage and maneuverability advantage. And really, I'm not going to get a good feel for how much damage this does against a capital. I'm going to have to do it against a fellow fighter, so I have a proper appreciation for time to kill and all that stuff. Okay, where's the other? There it is. Shield should be down already. Supposed to be a fast kill. Alright, good deal. Now, get rid of these shields when they have a chance to come back up. And then the engine shields, which are the ones I actually was after in the first place. Clear that off. And that one off. Alright, good deal. Now he's completely stopped and can be easily... Whoa, watch it. Okay, that didn't shoot at me for some reason. He's fully stopped and can be easily re-stopped. At this point, I think I'm just going to go ahead and call the Call in the swan song. We'll continue shooting it because why not, but the swan song has been called. And after you finish that one, go attack the CAC installation as well. Alright, now that we've let the shield regen on this gun, and everybody wasted all of our time spent shooting it, it's not really a waste because please stop. Because we were allowed to let our guns cool while we were sitting there. Whoa! I think you came in a little closer than I wanted you to, Mr. Ship. Probably a good thing we're clearing the guns off it. Okay, I do not care about the small turrets on the front. I don't really care about... Oh, these turrets up here are the only ones that matter. Because these are the only turrets I can actually shoot back at. I think he's trying to shoot me, but he can't quite get an angle. I'm not sure why it thinks it can. It could be weird hitboxes or something. Okay. That one appears to be dead already. Cool. Alright, let's get rid of this small turret just because we can. The pinwheel's under attack. By what? Get rid of this little turret, and then we can go check on the pinwheel quickly. Hey, if you think you're flying somewhere, Buster. Okinawa's under attack as well. Let's get well clear of this. Who's shooting what? Damn it, it's another K. Okay, let's go park this in the middle of nowhere. And we'll teleport aboard the Swan Song. We need to ignore this K for now. And just go for the other K. This thing's being a bit stupid about attacking the K. It's not using its front guns properly. At least it can't shoot us. So we can't engage the travel drive. We will be back. Don't worry, Mr. K. Don't go anywhere. Okinawa. Damn it! They destroyed the Okinawa. Well, I would rather lose the Okinawa than I would lose the station, so... Oh, the station's already dead. Okay. Oh. Well, I guess we know what we're doing in future streams. It's time for the Pinwheel 3. Despite the fact the Pinwheel 2 never actually got completed.
K.
Yeah. I don't know if we're going to be able to build a decent defensive station in this system. Well, we were able to get the Pinwheel 1 up, and that was enough to hold off everything up until Anai showed up. It could handle individual Ks on its own, and that was well worth it. But trying to get one built in the first place, I think we might just have to wait until we have actual fleets we can use as defenses. Because until we can actually defend, you know, actually have multiple ships positioned to defend. If I remember correctly, when we built the station at this gate in the previous run, it was we had rows of destroyers right in front of that gate to catch anything that came through. Ready to swap any Ks or whatever. And they were upgraded high firepower. Quite the combat monsters. Whereas now all we have is a not quite so good, very unupgraded, definitely not nearly as good as secondary turrets. Well, I can't really, in good conscience, call a Sin a bad destroyer. It's an awesome destroyer. It's just that it's not, doesn't have a good loadout.
Requesting immediate backup.
Well, he seems determined to turn toward us. So let's just blow him up from this range, I guess. See if we can get rid of his turrets before he gets here. Full reverse. He is on half engines. Gotta wait for cooling. We're still faster than he is. We just can hit these a little bit more. I'd be willing to let him close a bit with us, so that we can, okay, there goes the one. So that we can engage with our secondaries as well as the primaries. But not sure if that's useful, actually. At least he's focused on us and therefore isn't going to cause any more damage. Meanwhile, the K we left back there that was crippled has probably got his engines up by now, or at least one of them. And who knows where he's going. He seems to still be sitting there. Okay, let's actually go in a little closer so we can fire with our secondaries. Secondaries meaning turrets in this context. Man, I wish we had argon plasmas, because they would be, well, even split plasmas would be in range by now. Okay. Reverse at about the same speed he's coming forward. And he should go kaboom any second now.
Explosion.
Now for the other one, who's right over there.
K.
Doesn't look like he's moving yet. Oh, it really sucks that the pinwheel is destroyed again. It's just going to be an absolute pain in the butt to get that station built, isn't it? Because, well, I really wish you could rebuild a destroyed station without having to wait for it to completely despawn and then rebuild from nothing. Amongst other things, there's seemingly no way to get stuff out of the build storage. And there's a lot of, not really a lot of valuable stuff in the build storage. Most of the valuable stuff was already used up. But there's a lot of stuff in the build storage that would be nice to have there for the next attempt at building the station. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to work that way. Anyway, let's close in on this guy. All of his turrets should still be down. There's no reason to hold range. Except to avoid his explosion, of course. You don't even really need a real fleet. We would need like a large number of laser towers to keep fighters off, and then a decent number of properly equipped fighters could handle days coming through. If we had like a wing of fighters equipped with missiles, that would probably do a decent job of it. I don't know how well AI handles missiles though. Maybe I should see what the Terrans have in the way of high capacity missile boats. Like if they have anything that has high missile capacity.
Danger.
Because if I could get something that held like... Okay, the Nemesis holds 50 missiles. If I get something like that and equip it with heavy dumbfire Mark IIs... Yeah, not very well. They run out constantly. Yeah. And I definitely don't have the money or the resources, or the ability to build, I should say, to make a auxiliary. If I had the money to buy an auxiliary, I would just go with a... I would save it so I could build a better... what do I call it?
Thanks for your help.
Like, okay, I had an ASP that could carry 26 heavy dumbfire Mark IIs. And that thing was fully capable
Container.
of taking out a K's shields as long as you hit it with all the missiles in fast enough succession. You could take down the shields, and then you could blow up the shield generators. Don't know if it'd work against like a K that has an upgrader on it or anything, but it definitely worked against the first couple Ks I ran into early in the game. And that was only 26 missiles. So if I could find something that carried roughly double that, then equipped it as a missile boat and parked it everywhere where I was worried about a K coming through, then maybe we could deal with it fine. Anyway, this place is a bit short on laser towers at the moment. And of course the pinwheel's dead, so rip that. Oh well. What's really going to annoy me though is that build storage. Who knows what it has in it? We can't get any of it out. I'm going to assume it doesn't have many Computronic substrate, and that's actually the thing we need the most, so. At most, it might have a few hundred. I'm definitely not going to retry building this until I have a large stock of materials. Oh, also we lost the Okinawa, which is a bit annoying, but it's not really that expensive of a ship. So we can just buy a couple more Okinawas. I would definitely want to buy more than one so we can deliver resources faster. I got like 3 or 4 of them trying to build the station all at once. They're preloaded with materials. That would give it a good jump start. Would help a lot. Not sure why I had it parked there. I didn't have it parked there. It was on loading at the build storage. Because the Okinawa was hauling resources back and forth. It was parked at the build storage on loading. Okay, well, now that there's not anything terribly important here to defend, I guess we can safely send this off to go destroy this before it becomes a problem. Because believe me, I am not interested in having to deal with CAC raids. So, Swan Song, go blow up that installation, please. Then we might do a bit of window shopping.
Can I help?
Proceed with your orders, Captain. I am going to teleport back over to the lame snail. Which, it turns out,
Gladius.
even with maximum speed upgrades, you can't save the Gladius. It might do okay damage for a fighter. But yeah. Oh, okay, that's how you enable that. Oh well. Let's go. What was I need to do? Well, first of all, let's check to see how the first steps is coming. It's working on the last computronic substrate module. So that's a bit of bright good news there. Energy cell production versus consumption. We are producing not quite double what we need. That's good. Because that means we can build our needs up more.
Requesting immediate backup.
We're probably going to need more. Oh, would you look at that? Our first CAC.
Queen's Guard.
How fast does this thing go under thrusters? It's not even that fast under thrusters. This is just a sad, sad ship. It does reasonable damage for a fighter. I much prefer guns that do burst damage, though, instead of this pew 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 laser.
Protector.
Yeah. Mediocre. I mean, I like having a pew pew laser aboard my ships, but I much prefer also having guns that do burst damage, like a blast mortar or plasma. Terran guns are just sad.
Container.
I should try to buy a couple of Mason streams just to try them out. I've already tried a railgun before and didn't like them very much, but I should try the Mason stream just to see what it's like. I'm going to assume it's bad, but okay, why is this gas miner stuck? He's full of helium and can't unload it all. Okay, same with you. And you have ore that you can't unload? Okay, that's actually good. As long as the other gas miners... Okay. Methane was low a little while ago, I think, and hydrogen was full. So I'm going to say that we're doing okay on materials. Okay. Computronic substrate is still dreadfully low. Silicon carbide. A bit low. We definitely need this to get much higher before we start worrying about building another station. Anyway. Yeah. The big push now is to get more resources. Because we need this thing to be cranking resources out at a high enough rate that we can actually start cranking out fighters. Because we need those for the money. I just spent most of our money. Also, he's doing the I can't quite shoot you thing again.
Thanks for your help.
We need to go have a little talk about his combat performance. Where is he at? There he is.
Cog installation.
Once we get close enough, he'll wake up and start actually shooting his guns. I've seen it plenty of times last run. They would get close to a Xeon station and they would just sit there looking at each other. Nobody shooting. Also, there's loot to collect. And I don't know about you guys, but I tend to like loot. Yeah, I just don't think fighters are going to feature very much in this run. My other fighter is reasonably fast. That's really all it has going for it. I think I might upgrade its guns in an attempt to make it okay. Just so I have a fighter I can grab when I need one. But I am not going to put up with flying this thing around much. It'll get parked and probably left there permanently. Okay, well now it started shooting.
Sin.
How much damage is it doing to the kayak installation?
Cock installation.
It's down 10% already. Okay, that's good.
Protector.
Alright, let's go clear some of these
Hive
little
guard.
bastards off. We might as well. We're here. We might as well do the shoot gun thing. Even if this is a terrible fighter,
Protector.
it's still worth doing the shoot gun thing. I think protectors are the cock version of a
Forager.
defense drone, but I'm not actually sure.
Queen's Guard.
Hey you, get away from here.
Queen's Guard.
Actually, I have no idea because none of the names really make much sense on these things. Which might be
Protector.
part of the point because they're definitely
Cock
a
installation.
unique thing all of their own.
Hive Guard.
Anyway. Get away from my ship, you. Go boom, please. There we go.
Cock installation. M.
Oh, hello. What are you guys doing here? Okay, against fighters, this isn't the worst.
M.
I wish it was faster, but it does reasonable damage against fellow fighters with 4 of these guns. 2 of them fully upgraded. The other fighter might be reasonable. It'll never be a Maria,
Cock installation.
but reasonable. But this thing here is going straight into the parking lot and never coming out. It was bad. And should feel bad. Okay. Engage the loot suck until all this stuff is cleared. Ion crystal.
Thank
I've
you.
seen those before, but I don't know what they're for or what they do. They seem to be a CAC only loot. I should look them up in my inventory, see if they have any description. This is a moment where I wish the large ships could use the loot suck from an alternate console. Because then I could do the loot suck while the captain is still piloting the ship. Just teleport aboard, run to a random console, engage suck, and then go do something else. Okay, high energy catalysts are actually really important. They're a rare crafting material that I need a lot of. Alright, what are you? Interface units, mostly worthless. Basic weapon chamber, though, is not worthless. Gonna need a lot of those as crafting materials later. Okay. Fighter loot suck is painful. What's this over here? High energy.
Container.
We'll get that. Hey, how dare you shoot me? Knock it off.
Forager.
Hey, knock it off. Is this thing even fast enough to do the spin properly? Not
All
really.
Critical.
And we can't teleport either. Oh, now they're missing.
Ejecting.
Damn it. Well, so much for the lame snail.
Emergency eject successful.
Okay, there we go. We escaped. Okay, so. Now we don't have to worry about whether or not we upgrade the lame snail anymore. Unfortunately, we just lost several expensive upgrades. Luckily, we didn't put any shield upgrades on it.
Entering system. Grand exchange.
Yeah, oh well. That fighter was so painful. I'm glad we don't have to deal with it anymore. Alright, on that note, I think... What am I doing here? Oh, I just teleported to some random ship. That's what I did. Okay, let's teleport to... Let's just teleport aboard the first steps. See where it puts us.
Entering system. Family Zin.
Okay, anyway. I think, considering it is almost 10:45, that is probably going to be the end of tonight's stream. It was a bit short of a short stream today. But that was because I tore my VPS apart and then spent way longer than I planned putting it back together. And yeah, I still don't know if everything is working quite right. It should be, but well, I don't know until I fully test all of new features. But that's for a later time as well. Tomorrow, I think I'm probably going to play X4 again. Let's see, tomorrow is... Hey, give me that mouse! Tomorrow is Wednesday. Yeah. I think I'll probably play more X4 tomorrow. And then Thursday, of course, will be Nostalgia Night. So Dark Messiah. And then Friday, we'll probably do more X4. And then we'll see about Satisfactory sometime on the weekend. Probably Saturday, maybe Sunday as well. We'll see how much fun I'm having with that. Or maybe I'll play some X4 then or something. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. But anyway, tomorrow's going to be X4. Is either Avi or Af streaming? No, they're not. Okay. Waste is not streaming. Oh. Wow. Oh, everybody's sloughing off today. Oh, well. Thank you all very much for coming. I greatly appreciate every single one of you, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow for X4. And now that I've said that very confidently, we'll play something else. No, it'll be X4. But anyway, yeah, I hope you all have an awesome night, and I will see you later.